Good morning, students. Today we are learning the Unit 8 poem Vocation. Okay, this poem is written by Rabindranath Tagore, so it will be a very beautiful poem. Let us go through what it tells us. On your way to school or market, you see many people at work. In pairs, discuss what you have noticed. Then read this poem. You may read it aloud with a partner if you like. So, when I read this poem, I enjoyed very much. I loved this poem, so you also will be loving it. It is such a beautiful poem. A child on his way to school sees many people. Okay? Many people at work. When the gong sound 10 in the morning and I walk to school by our lane. So, a child is telling that when I walk to school by our lane, every day I meet the hawker crying, bangles, crystal, bangles. So, every day a child is walking towards the school. He sees that a hawker is crying and selling the bangles. Sell bangles, crystal, bangles. There is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go to, no time when he must come home. So, for the hawker, there is no time. The child is wondering. He is not hurry-burry. There is no road to take him. So, for him, there is no such a road. Wherever he want, he can go to sell the bangles. So, and there is no exact place for him that he have to go there and no time when he will come back home. So the child is telling for him nothing is perfectly. He should not be a punctual person. Okay, wherever he can go, whichever area he likes he can go. No road he has to take, no time when he will reach home. I wish I were a hawker, spending my day in the road crying bangles, crystal bangles. The child is thinking that I must be a hawker. Maybe the child doesn't want to go to school. He is not liking going to the school every day. So he is thinking and wishing that. So it is called a vocation. This is called a vocation when you feel inside to become something. Okay? When at 4 in the afternoon, I come back from the school. So, at 4 o'clock, when the child is returning back to home, what he sees? I can see through the gate of that house the gardener digging the ground. Oh, so from the lane and the way he is passing from, there he can see a gardener. Okay, he is the gardener, he can see, and the gardener is passing, digging the ground. He does what he likes with his spade. So, the gardener is also doing what he likes with his spade. He soils his clothes with the dust. Nobody takes him to task if he gets backed in the sun or gets wet. So, maybe the child like to get walk in the sunlight. He like to get wet in the rain. He like to make his clothes dirty. So, same thing he is wishing that as the gardener is digging and making his clothes dirty, whenever he wants to do, he is using his spade. Whenever he is backed in the sun, means he is in the sunlight and gets wet. I wish I were a gardener, digging away at the garden with nobody to stop me from digging. So again he is getting another vocation in his life that I want to become a gardener. Dear children, you have a vocation in life like you want to become something when you grow up. Some wants to become a pilot, engineer, scientist, doctor. Same thing when the child is walking towards his school, he sees many of the people at work and he wishes to become like them. Just as it gets dark in the evening and my mother sends me to bed. So reaching home, he completes his work and at night when his mother sends him back to bed, let's see what vocation he gets. I can see through my open window the watchman walking up and down. So through the window, through the bedroom window, he sees that a watchman is walking up and down. The lane is dark and lonely, and the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. So he is explaining the observation of a child. Okay, he observes that the lane is very dark and no one is walking up and down. It's very lonely, and the street lamp stands like a giant. Like a giant, it is standing there and with a red eye in its head. On whom head? On the watchman's head. The watchman swings his lantern and walks with his shadow at his side, and never once goes to bed in his life. So the watchman duty is to keep watch at night. Okay, so he walks up and down. Nobody is there to stop there. He never once goes to bed in his life. I wish I were a watchman walking the street all night, chasing the shadows with my lantern. So if nobody is walking down, no thieves are coming, I also will like be a watchman walking all the shadows of mine with my lantern. So this is called a vocation. We get, when we see something, we get a vocation in our life to become something or to become like somebody. So dear students, we get a very good lesson from this lesson. From this poem, we get a vocation in our life day by day. We get a inspiration. We are inspired by somebody, and this beautiful poem is inspiring to get a vocation in life according to the situation. So have a good day. Read this poem twice. Okay, as your homework. Have a good day and thank you to all.